Hello, y'all. I am back again for another video, part 4 of why not to let the narcissist come over. And I'm just so enlightened because I originally began this as just part 1, and here I am on part 4, y'all. So maybe I should consider making this a playlist. Maybe I should. God knows what. I mean, I may come up with 10 videos on this. So whenever I'm going to be coming up with more videos, I should consider doing a playlist. So why not to let the narcissist come over, y'all? What are some more reasons? Let's go. I'm on this exercise bike, so maybe this bike is helping me come up with more reasons. So another reason why not to let the narcissist come over is you're only allowing them to come over because you don't have somebody. Okay, so if you're in a situation, and if you're like me, whether you be male or female, you can be like me and be a man. And when I say that, I mean you're the type, you're not sleeping around. You may consider yourself single, you're unmarried. So you may feel like there's an empty space in your life. And to be honest, that's a wrong way and one of the worst ways of looking at your life. And when I say that, I mean this. It's just like a bowl. I think I described this in another video. You know, you got two bowls. There's a green bowl, a blue bowl, and a red bowl. And imagine those being different people. Everybody's bowl has blessings in it. So this person's bowl may have a blessing of a husband with no biological kids. This person's bowl may be that they're a man or woman and they don't have kids and they're extremely rich and they have a lot of friends. This other person's bowl, you could actually be a single mom or dad, have biological kids, but your spouse passed away, which made you a single mom or dad, or you had an abusive spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend, so you ended up being a single mom or dad. It was not something you really planned, but that was the case. And in that bowl, all your children are healthy. That's a blessing within itself. Okay, let's add a fourth bowl. You can have two married parents, they have one biological child, and that child is in St. Jude Hospital and has basically lived in St. Jude Hospital, a hospital for kids with cancer. And they basically spend most of their life at the hospital with their son or daughter every day for the last 5 to 10 years. Okay. And so these are some real life examples that I've seen, heard of, or I could be in myself, so you'll understand what I mean. So there's this temptation that the devil may put on you. You know, over time, if you're not a really wild person and you're not out there like that, you may feel like, okay, I'm going to let the narcissist come over. And this goes for men and women because there's no man or woman in the house. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be very firm with this. That is the wrong reason to have a man or woman over to the house. Only because you feel like you ain't got somebody. And that could be the very reason that got you with the narcissist in the first place. The same reason you continuing to let the narcissist come over is the same reason that the narcissist came over in the first place, and now you in this demonic ass nightmare. So don't do it. You know, that's like being codependent and you feeling like you need somebody that ain't your Lord. So that's a bad reason. I'm just telling you, don't do it. You know, feeling like you just gotta have somebody. Gosh, let me see. Before I started this video, there was another very important reason. letting them come over because you think you're going to get some financial payout or some kind of money or something like that, those are bad situations. Those are transactional situations. And to be honest, getting money from somebody, even if you borrow the money, you don't necessarily have to let somebody come in your home to have that happen or to get money. I mean, try to figure out another way of getting the money. So let me think of another reason. Y'all go to the same religious organization. They're part of your church, masjid, mosque, synagogue. I mean, you're involved in the same church organization. So you feel like, okay, I'll just continue to let them come over, even though so many bad things are happening to you when they come over. Another reason not to let the narcissist come over is in your soul, you hate them or you strongly dislike them. So you got to reverse the roles. How would you feel if somebody was inviting you to their house and they knew in their heart of hearts that they really hated you? So just like you wouldn't want nobody doing that to you, don't do it to the narcissist. Even though you may feel like the narcissist is deserving of being strongly disliked or hated. And another reason not to let them come over when you hate them, and I'm using the word hate on purpose because hate is a horrible emotion and you need to separate from that narcissist, especially in the home environment, so that you can get that out your system and so that you can get to the point where you're indifferent. You don't feel hate and you don't feel love. It ain't much you got for them emotionally because you don't want to harbor hate, and it's not helping you to hate them and you faking like you like them. Because that's what empaths will do. In our heart, we strongly dislike this person. Like with my ex narcissist, I hate or dislike, I don't hate. No, let me change that. I have a dislike for hearing his voice and certain things he just say and the way he say it. I have a dislike for his personality, not a hate. I never hated the man. I just have a strong dislike for his personality. However, I have a compassion for him, like I wouldn't want nothing bad to happen, but why have somebody around that I know I really don't like that? And why have somebody around that I feel like is not a good person? That's another reason not to let the narcissist come over. You have came to a judgment or a discernment that you don't think they good people. You don't like they personality. You don't like their nature. You don't like them for real. So don't have them over. Okay, I had to inquire from a relative, so I put that on pause because I'm trying to think of more reasons. So my relative mentioned that a good reason not to let a narcissist come over is because they're users, just purity users, and you know it. They're not just a user, they're a moocher, and you just know it, and you know it for sure. So don't let them come over. Thank you so much, relative. I appreciate you. So that's the thing. Let me try to think of another one here, y'all. Okay, you're getting out of the realm. This is another reason. You're getting out of the smear campaign. So the rumors and stuff like that, it's hard to really say too much about a person when they ain't in your house. I mean, what can they say too much? A lot of times you don't want people to gossip about you. You don't want people to talk about you behind your back, but you're steadily giving them more information about you. Believe it or not, the most information that sometimes you can find out about a person is when you come in their house. So me, I'm more so grateful. When people let me in their house, I'm grateful. I really try my best not to spread what is going on in their house to other people. Like, I pretty much keep their business confidential. I mean, if I saw you in your house and you had a diaper on, I'm just saying literally, if I see that and I'm in your house and you an adult, you got on an adult diaper, I'm not going to go tell other people that that's what I saw. And I would like people to do the same thing with me. If they come in my house and see that I got on an adult diaper, don't go tell other people, the advanced insight lady, she was pretty sick over there. She had the walker cane and the diaper. Keep that shit to yourself. I only wanted you to know that. That's why I let you in my house. So a lot of times narcissists are not fully confidential. And then it's okay. Like if I go to tell somebody, I was at such and such house, they were really sick. It's better if they don't know the person. But the problem with narcissists is they go tell your business to people that know you too. So it's really not that big of a threat. Like if something tragic happened to me and you go tell somebody that don't know me, it's not as big of a deal. But when you're going to tell my business and you telling it to somebody that know me, you going to tell my ex-husband or somebody I really wouldn't want to know my business. I may not want my ex-husband to know that I got on an adult diaper or both my legs is broke. You might not want your ex-wife knowing that you just had a stroke and you in a wheelchair. So not letting narcissists over in your house or letting them come over, your business won't leak out. Your business is actually private and you have the control over what you want people to know. You can tell people the version or the parts of your life that you want them to know. Narcissists that come over that don't dress properly. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. You a married woman or you're a married man. People coming over that are half dressed, So if y'all a married couple, I don't think it's a good idea to be having people over. They got their breasts all hanging out. They got on muscle shirts. They just revealing themselves and y'all married and y'all don't dress like that. You're one of those married couples where you're pretty modest and conservative. So you want to avoid people coming over that's half dressed and they're also not respecting you. They know you don't dress like that. So you a married couple, even if you're single, people should be coming to your house dressed appropriately. Not looking like they just came out of a gang fight. Not coming to your house looking like they trying to recruit you in the freaking gang. Just totally disrespectful. You don't need that energy around you. You trying to, that type of energy leads to less money. It leads to homelessness. You got to be careful with the crowd that you're hanging around. Another reason not to let narcissists come over is they can't keep a job. Okay, they struggle with maintaining income. And the reason you want to keep them out your house, keep them out your pocket. You're going to find that you're giving a lot of money away that you never see or get back. You're going to be falling out with them because they're not going to repay their loans. It's a difference between loaning a friend some money and they're a few days late versus somebody that just straight up never give you your money back. And narcissists are bold. They'll not give you your money back, but they still come into your house and you're like, where's my money? Can you give me my money? Don't let narcissists come over where they're devaluing you in your own home. Telling you how ugly you look, your hair look fucked up. Ooh, girl, sir, you look bad. You all right? A lot of times they're gaslighting. A lot of times you might be looking better than them. Or somebody walk up in your house. Ooh, Lord have mercy. What, you didn't gain 200 pounds? Sir or ma'am, don't let anybody in your house. Now, if they want to talk to you, if somebody come over my house And they're like, be careful with that weight, and they're like concerned about my health. That's different. But somebody just walking up in your house telling you how fat and ugly you look. I mean, disrespectful. And please don't allow them in the house if they look worse. Like, I look fat and ugly, look like you just been shot up. So a hypocrite, keep hypocrites out your house. So, and that's what a lot of narcissists will be, is hypocrites. Um, you notice they only come to your house when there's a certain particular person over. Okay, I'll go back to the married couple thing. You a married woman, and you notice this particular woman from your religious organization will only come over if she knows your husband is home, or vice versa. You are a married man, and you notice that this particular man will only come over from your religious organization when your wife is home. Be careful with that, because that particular person ain't coming for you. They coming so they could be flirting around, side eyeing, and looking at your spouse. So for married couples, be careful of that. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. And I was young, I could do a whole nother video about this. But when I got married, one of my bridesmaids was messing around with my ex-husband. And her husband snitched it out. They was smooching. My bridesmaid that was in my wedding was smooching around with my ex-husband in his vehicle, and her husband caught it. So when I look back at that situation, I probably missed some cues. For one, I was young and I'm thinking, and at the time I defended my ex-husband. That's how stupid I was, because for one, I'm not realizing I'm married to a narcissist. I was just in denial, didn't want to believe it. I was smart enough to cut off the friendship with the lady. And it was just sad. So I think one of the red flags I might have noticed about her, I'm going to tell you the red flag right here, is I don't remember her talking to my ex-husband around me that much. She was extremely quiet. So that was a red flag. Now, I'm going to give you an example. When I go to people's house, especially if they kind of like close friends and family, I talk to both of them, the wife and the husband. So if I go to my good friend's house, and I can recall an incident where I was at one of my kind of like my in-laws' house, and I was talking to the sister's husband, and me and her husband was even laughing together. Now, her husband wouldn't mess with me, and I wouldn't mess with her husband, but she was sitting right there. So see, you gotta watch people that's always sneaking and doing something behind your back. Like, say if she only caught me laughing with her husband when we were out in the backyard, that's a red flag. But if somebody can joke with your husband and you sitting right there next to him, don't be insecure. This sister is not insecure. So she understands who she can trust and who she can't trust. And her husband's cool. He kind of got that comical, type of energy, and so does she. It's been times where I've laughed at her and her husband, how they interact. It's so cute. I love to see married couples, and I don't have to be married. I've just always enjoyed sitting back, watching married couples get along and have long-term relationships. And and nothing against interracial relationships, but I love to see it too when they the same race. Like my white friends, I love to see white people interact and they've been married a long time. My black friends, I love to see them interact and have that black love. I just like to see it. I'm one of those people. I'm kind of sad when y'all break up, y'all, because I guess I kind of feel like this. I ain't got nobody, so I want you to have somebody, okay? And I don't really have a need or desire for that. I mean, I can make it. If I have a love in my life, I have it. If I don't have a love and I leave this earth without one, I have so many other blessings. You got to remember, having a husband or a wife, that's just one blessing in your life, not all of your blessings. Your health is a blessing. Your children is a blessing. Your job is a blessing. Being able to just pray is a blessing. So that's another reason. Don't be bringing a narcissist over, whether they be male or female, and you think that they going to marry you. You just truly inviting them over because, I'm going to have a husband or a wife. And they ain't mentioned marriage to you. They ain't said nothing about they want to be married to you or nothing like that. You just are having this individual fantasy that the narcissist is not involved with. And I don't care how you feel with them. You could just feel like, oh, this is the one. If that man or woman has not mentioned marriage to you, you should not be having them come over just because you think you got a husband or wife coming. That's just not how things work. Another reason why not to let a narcissist come over is they don't come over enough for their position in your life. So say this narcissist claiming they your therapist and they do therapy services at the house, but they come once a year. I don't know how you gonna get healed when your home therapist is only coming over once a year. By the time that therapist come back, you gonna be been in a house fire and need to be healed because you got 3rd-degree burns. So they don't come over enough. Okay, the narcissist is claiming that they your girlfriend or boyfriend, and in this case, they're telling you, "I want to marry you one day," but they only come over once a month for 2 hours in the month. They spend too much time on the phone and not enough energy trying to come by. So those narcissists, get rid of them quick because it's no need for them to be there. They don't even come enough. Now, if you got distant relatives, associates, and friends, and you are okay with them coming to a gathering at your home once a year, once every 6 months, that's different. I'm not talking about those situations. Those are people that you're not around every day. The year goes by really fast, but I'm talking about somebody claiming that they really down for you and they got a future with you, and they telling you that y'all getting married. They live down the street and they ass only come over once a month. Take them out of the equation quick. And those type of people, if they say, well, why, what's going on? Say, look, I appreciate the times you came, but this is just not what my house is for. My home is not a drop-in spot for somebody that's telling me all kind of lies that they want to marry me. And obviously you don't plan on doing that. That's why your ass show up once a month. And in those situations, when you make the move to let them know that they are not to come back in the house, and sometimes don't even tell them. Sometimes it's dangerous to tell people now. Just don't invite them back over. Or if they ask, just say, you don't come often enough. And with a lot of those kind of people, you've already told them or complained about it and they didn't fix it. So in those situations, they've had plenty of time to fix it and just didn't want to fix it. So those type of situations, those are some catchy situations because they come once a month. They have this routine. Those type of people, you got to remember this. They come into your house once a month. They go into 20 other people's house once a month. They just rotate you. You in like a rotation. That is the reality of that. I don't care if they're male or female. That is the reality of what they're doing to you. You may not want to believe it, but that's the truth. I've seen it. I used to be a property manager for 5 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, y'all. I got to actually see how the players move and how they rotate them women and them men. And I got to see that from living on the property where I managed. I'm like, wow, I seen, it was scary to see how players, whether they be male or female, could have one main love. And then I'm looking out my window 2 in the morning and I see who else they bringing over. It's just so, it's like watching a movie, like a horror film. It's a horror film because this type of stuff is really hurting people, you know? It's hurting people emotionally. And so, yeah, somebody that don't come over enough and they claim and they serious. And with those type of people, they really don't want to be around you full time. And so once you get those people out of your house and your life, just never allow them to come back in. Because, and the reason you want to do it that way is because they're going to repeat the behavior. So, and during the times you're discarding them because they don't come over enough. Okay, so say they only came over once a month, couple hours, and then you say, no, this is bad. So 2 months they don't come by because you didn't allow them to come back. So then the next month they come back. The time is going to get less and less. They just have no purpose in your life. They're not interested. They're telling you a bunch of lies. And ultimately, somebody that is in a position where they should be coming more and they don't come, just don't let them come over. Oh, and another person not to let come over is baby daddies and baby mamas that don't provide and take care of their kids. They don't want to come around when the kids are around, and these are their own children. But when the kids at school, they want to sit up in the house while they not doing nothing for your children. And then they're not coming by to get the kids, whether they be boys or girls. And they're your ex-husband, ex-wife, baby daddy, baby mama. And those kind of people are extremely irresponsible and toxic. And they can't even acknowledge their own flesh and blood. So just get rid of them. So I hope y'all enjoyed this part 4 of why not to let the narcissist come over. I really enjoyed these videos. And like I said, if I come up with any more reasons, I will just add on another part to this. However, so far I got part 4. And I really enjoy doing these videos. You know, sometimes there's certain videos that I do that I really enjoy. And not that I don't enjoy all the videos, but some videos make me think. I'm not a hypocrite. I follow this advice. And remember, I've been in my residence 4 years, and that last narcissist has never entered my door. So, saying this, I'm giving you the best advice because I'm following it myself. I love y'all so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please leave a comment. I love your comments. And I'll be continuously uploading more videos. As long as someone outside of myself is viewing my videos, I will continue to upload videos on YouTube until the day I leave this earth. I love y'all so much. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Thank you. Bye.